My name is Jessica Triplett, and I was matched with One by One Ministries 9 years ago. I heard about the One by One Ministry program through Life Choices. I went there to get an ultrasound. The confirmation was given to me, and they linked me with the ministry, and they told me that they would give me a mentor, which will help me through my pregnancy. When I found that I was pregnant, I was 20 years old. I was a college student. I was still living at home with my parents, and it was a shock to me. I was working. I ended up losing my job. I ended up moving, getting my first apartment, and at that point, it just felt like life was hitting me hard. You know, I was not only pregnant for the first time, but I was in the world with adult responsibility at the age of 20 and a first-time mom, so it kind of hit me hard. I received my mentor. Her name was Seal Stone King. We met once a month consistently. We kept in touch throughout the months. We talked about the pregnancy, what to expect. She gave me a lot of advice. She prayed for me, prayed with me, and we also talked about what to expect after the baby was born. When I sat and talked with her, she was very sweet. She was very welcoming. She made the whole situation feel normal. You know, it was more like having a friend. And after the first meeting, I didn't know if I was going to hear from her again, to be honest. I was just like, okay, it was good. You know, she talked to me, she gave me advice, but let's see how long this is going to last. And she was consistent. She called, she texted, and I started to call and text her because I got comfortable. And like I said, it was like having a friend. She just helped me so much, and we're more like family now, you know. I invited Miss Seal to come to my baby shower. She showed up with a gift, encouraging words and prayer. She also gave me more advice on what to expect, told me to, you know, that everything's going to be okay. And during my delivery, she was there again. I was just very impressed by her service. I was impressed by One because they kept their word. They told me that, you know, I would have someone that's going to be with me from day one. And from day one, she was there. She gave me milestones to go by, you know, what I should expect from the baby at this point, which was impressive because I had these same milestones along the way. What to expect while pregnant, what to expect when giving birth. Now I have what to expect with my new baby. So that was awesome. During the meetings with Seal, she would always tell me to worry less and pray more. I feel like I was a nervous wreck every time I met with her. I was always worried about something or trying to figure out what my next move would be. I learned to not worry and pray about everything. So each time I was hit with a struggle or just say something that was challenging, I would pray, and it worked. To this day, I do not worry about anything. I pray about it, and I put it in God's hands, and I keep it moving.
My name is Seal Stone King. About 10 years ago, I was hired by One Ministries to be the regional director here, and I wanted desperately to not only do that, but to mentor. I was nervous. I had trained mentors, but hadn't been one myself. But it was an incredibly awesome experience. She was a very sweet, I say sophisticated looking young lady, having been in college, and I thought, is she really going to want to do what we do at One by One? But she was at every meeting. She made a great baby book. She wanted to learn. She had a teachable spirit. And as I look at her now, I see a young woman with compassion. I see a young woman with 2 daughters that absolutely adore her. And I know that God has moved in her life in an incredible way. And I'm just so happy to have been a little part of that.
Fast forward today, 2019, my little girl is now 8 years old. She'll be 9 in October. And her name is Tamiria. I do have another daughter. She's 5. She just made 5 in January. And her name is Tamaya. I'm currently in school in hopes to get a degree by next year in medical records, but my plans are to open up an organization, nonprofit, to help other single parents like myself. I helped 2 parents. I had them to write in or email me what they need as far as clothing or shoes for their children. I put these items in a box and I give it to the parent, and I call it their box of blessings. Nine years ago, I was a mentee. I needed a mentor. I went through a lot. My mentor helped me a lot. So I feel like now I'm strong enough to help someone. I can be a mentor, and I want a mentee. So I went to training last month, and I'm now looking forward to being a mentor to someone. The unplanned pregnancy was a very, very dark spot in my life. Going to the training, I was able to sit and dwell on how God brought me through that situation. I kind of started seeing the light, like, okay, I think this is what God wants me to do. I was able to look back and see how every tip, everything that was given to me from not only one by one, but just friends, family, strangers, I was able to take every little piece of that and become the woman I am today.